You're watching Nevada Business Chronicles. Take a journey with us to see the innovative businesses that put Nevada on the business map. Connecting you with the businesses, events, and organizations that bring innovation and prosperity to the Nevada area, please welcome your host, Mitch Burney. Welcome to Nevada Business Chronicles. On today's episode, we're going to take a look at Nevada Business Chronicles, where we got our start, why this show exists, what we offer now for our community, what we provide you, our audience, and what we can provide you if you own a business. So let's start with why we exist in the first place.
Why is this a show that our viewers need to see right now?
We're in a really critical place in our economic trend. We just lost a lot of mom and pop businesses over the last few years, and we really want to see the reconnection, reunification between community and business to business as well.
It's a great cause, and we're excited for the show. And Mitch, so great to have you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
So in August of 2015, we set out on our mission to take you through a journey of all of the different facets of business in Northern Nevada. Now in our third season and approaching our second year on television, we're able to showcase businesses in a unique fashion because of our incredibly talented cinematographer who had filmed 17 seasons of The Amazing Race. We're able to bring you styles like action adventure. So let's take a look at Need to Speed Indoor Go-Karting and you'll see what I mean. Now that I got my track tips, I challenge you to a race.
Let's do it. Grab a helmet.
Let's go. Wish me luck. On another episode, we did another action adventure piece for uprising, paragliding, and paramotoring. And we took you out to experience firsthand what it's like to fly in a paramotoring experience.
I mean, paragliding, paramotoring, it's really all about the lifestyle. The community's huge. You know, it's all about having good times with friends. And of course, it's all about getting the flying.
Well, if you don't mind, can we take one out for a spin?
Definitely.
Well, let's do that. I really hope that people watching this can really appreciate how incredible that was. It's spiritual. You're just up there floating.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, have you ever had the dream when you were a little kid? Have you ever had the dream to fly?
Didn't we all?
Yeah.
At some point.
And that's what we do. We get people to fulfill their dreams.
And then we strapped the camera around the neck of our cinematographer and he went with the full production camera flying for a sunset cruise to show you a point of view of what it would be like to experience paramotoring for yourself. Continuing our theme of diversity and ability to create an episode that is genuinely unique to that business and showcases them precisely how they should be showcased, we visit Tom Houtman, the owner of Driveline & Gear, and we do a How It's Made episode where he builds a drive shaft right before our eyes. Well, what do we have here, Tom?
Mitch, this is a drive shaft that belongs to a customer. He brought it in. He wants new U-joints. He wants it shortened and balanced. So he must be putting in a different transmission or a different rear end or something, because this drive shaft is too long. So we're going to put new U-joints in it and make it like new again.
Well, let's do it. On one of our business professional style episodes, we meet Robert Sherrick, owner of Legacy Transformational Consulting, where he reveals his transformational work for Fortune 500 companies in over 60 countries throughout our planet. Your work is global, worldwide, in more than 60 countries, and the successes have been profound. If you can share some of those with us.
Well, whether it's a small organization, or it's a medium-sized organization, or a large global organization, we always look for, are they what we call aspirants? Not just customers or clients, but really aspirants, people and organizations that aspire to go to a new level. And when we find one of those aspirants, we work with them and take what they've done in the past into account, and then work with them so that they could develop a future that allows them to have, as we were saying, a quantum leap. And these leaps are not what people typically think. You know, let's say for a company grew at 10% annually over the last 10 years. In 1 year, they double, both in revenue and profits. So you could do that with a smaller size company. Medium-sized company, it takes a lot more. And large-sized company, it takes years to accomplish that. In fact, one company that we worked with in 19 months realized a $10.2 billion increase in shareholder value. And they were 30 years old. It never happened in their history before. And that's not uncommon.
Because of the diversity of our show, sometimes people are watching our show and aren't even realizing it's the same show. One of the best examples of that is a piece we did for Wipe the Face of Addiction, where we launched the National Pie in the Face Challenge to raise funds for such an important cause as addiction and alcoholism prevention and recovery programs. Let's take a look at that piece.
Shh, we're making a silent movie.
I'm Division Chief Tim Spencer from the Reno Fire Department. I'm donating $100 to wipe the face of addiction. And I challenge all fire chiefs in the state of Nevada to join me. Delicious.
Hi, I'm Chef Mark Esty from the Reno Local Food Group, and I'm donating $250 to wipe the face of addiction, and I challenge Rick Moonen to do the same. Up the ante, brother.
I'm Colin Smith from Roundabout Catering in Reno. I'm challenging Yavano Cemetery to wipe off the face of addiction here in Reno, Nevada. I'm donating $250. Do it.
Oops, sorry.
We're making a silent movie.
Because of the storytelling capabilities of our cinematography, we're able to really capture reality television style, the backstories, the people that make up these businesses in our community, where you get to meet them personally. Nothing showcases that more than Lorianne Acton from St. Ives Florist. Let's take a look at that. If you don't mind, maybe starting with the name St. Ives Florist. There's a story about how you got that.
There is a story. When I was 17 years old, I went to Europe, and I went to a little teeny fishing village in England. And it was one of those places where you get off the bus and there's little cobblestone walkways with moss and literally little bunnies hopping everywhere. Enchanting. Fell in love with it. And that's where the name came from, St. Ives. That's what I named the shop.
I love this piece here.
They were bad. Those are the bad squirrels. These bad squirrels go in the cage. Bad squirrels.
Well, maybe when they come out, they'll learn how to be good squirrels. Lorianne, are these good monkeys or bad monkeys?
These are mischievous monkeys.
Great for Halloween.
Great for Halloween, wonderful to transition into Christmas.
Our mission is to introduce you to businesses, events, and organizations in our community. One of the finest organizations we've had the pleasure of featuring on our show is REMSA. On that piece, we got to introduce their Tactical Emergency Support Services, only the second like it in the country, where they attach a medic on the back of a SWAT officer who's unarmed to provide instant care to the injured. Let's take a look at their training. This is Todd Kerfoot, the Special Operations Manager with REMSA, and also you oversee the TEMS, Tactical Emergency Medical Support Team. And if you could tell us what that is and when it got its start and why.
Well, back in 1997, we recognized the need to get medical care into volatile situations, like the North Hollywood shootout, which resulted in a delay of treatment for the suspects and victims. We learned at Columbine that traditional responses didn't work. You know, having ambulances stage out of the area, waiting for police to clear the scene, just people lie bleeding. And so we decided that we needed to embed tactical paramedics with the SWAT teams so that we can provide point of injury care rather than waiting outside. Back in 1997, we were one of the first few to create the team in the United States. Since 2008, we've responded to over 300 SWAT missions and over 700 trainings. TEMS members have been involved in calls like hostage rescue, barricaded subjects, high-risk search warrants, active shooter incidents. TEMS team provides support as needed to agencies like the FBI, Secret Service, DEA, U.S. Marshal Service, Homeland Security, and other rural police agencies in the Northern Nevada region.
Really proud to have you working in our community. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Then we get invited to join them on a training mission up at Mount Rose for a search and rescue operation.
It's one of only a handful of search and rescue teams in the country that has fully integrated ALS medical capability. Reno Tahoe is an outdoor playground. Whether you like to play in the wintertime or summertime, if you like to do stuff outside, this is a place to be. We get people that are lost, injured, or otherwise incapacitated, need some help, either skiing, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, scuba diving, boating, fishing, riding motorcycles, mountain biking, you name it. There's a lot of backcountry space here that people need help in.
What are the most common calls that you respond to?
Frankly, the most common call is going to be for the day hiker who goes up on a local trail, a little bit unprepared perhaps, with just a bottle of water and maybe a t-shirt and some tennis shoes, and sprains their ankle or something like that. That's probably the most common call. We also get a lot of calls for boaters in distress at Pyramid Lake.
I understand that you also work with the Raven, the Washoe County Sheriff's helicopters.
We do. Raven 3, the Sheriff's Department Huey, is also used for search and rescue. It has a hoist capability. There's a team of people that are specialized from the Hasty team to hoist out of the helicopter, and REMSA has the only paramedic in the county that's authorized to hoist and rescue people from the helicopter.
Many people were surprised to learn that the only dual ACE accredited nurse health hotline and dispatch center in the world exists right here in Reno, an organization we can be proud of. What are community health programs?
REMSA's community health programs have three components. First, the REMSA Nurse Healthline is staffed 24/7, 7 days a week with registered nurses, and the nurses are able to navigate patients to the right level of care 24 hours a day. Since launching in October of 2013, we've received over 50,000 calls from Northern Nevada and Northern California areas around Washoe County. The Nurse Healthline is accredited by the International Academy of Emergency Dispatch and is available to all residents and visitors regardless of their insurance status. Second, our community paramedic program is assisting patients in the transition from hospital to home. Our community paramedics have received additional training, visit patients in their home after they've been discharged to the hospital, and assist them in completing their care plan, but most importantly, be healthy and be safe in their home. Our transport to alternative destinations is the only place in the United States where we have the ability to transport to 16 alternative destinations. Low acuity patients are being transported to urgent care centers and clinics. Patients with behavioral health needs are transported directly to the mental health hospital, and patients are also being transported to our community triage center. And what is so beneficial is that patients are getting the right level of care. Overall, all three programs have saved over $7 million over 3 years, and most importantly, our patient satisfaction scores are extremely high, and the experience of care for our patients is improved.
In a nutshell, it's our ability to produce special pieces for each business that invites us to ask you, our local business owners who haven't appeared on our show, to give us a call and see what we can create for you. Just a few months into producing this show, businesses approached us about producing other content for them. As a result, we have expanded to become a full-service media company, meaning we specialize in everything a business in our community could need to help have people discover them.